1934 Packard. We're here in the parking lot at the Singleton Classics with the Classic Car Club of America SoCal region, and we're waiting to go in. Lots of room in the back seat, the trunk rack. This is the Franklin with the air-cooled engine. This is
it's a 1931 Franklin convertible coupe. It's 100 horsepower.
I mentioned the air-cooled engine already.
Yep, it's an air-cooled engine. It's got overdrive. It's just a great car to drive. It's a real treat.
Yeah, it looks like a great car, and a nice color too.
Yeah, it's funny. Everybody comments on the color, and these were the colors in all the advertisements. They used them.
Oh.
They open the doors yet?
So here we're inside the Singleton Classics, and this is a Stanley Steamer.
What a great idea.
Well, and then of course.
No.
And this is a Kissel car, and sometimes called it a Kissel. And here's the 1930 Cadillac V16 Roadster. It had a 16-cylinder engine in the Series 452. This sports car is the American, and it had the seat, well, mother-in-law's seat way in the back behind the rear tires. And this was called the brass era because it didn't use chrome yet, it used brass. You can see it's easy to work on the suspension of this car. Here's the crank to start the engine. Big lenses for the headlights. And this geared device might be the speedometer. This is the 1935 Duesenberg. It's a convertible coupe Model J. And there should be a rumble seat back there too. Coachwork is by Rolston. Here's a 1912 Simplex. With an optional top hat. And gloves. Oh, but these are actually like chauffeur type gloves. And the robe rail. And here's the complicated controls. And cars in the day had 2 spare tires because it was very likely that you'd get a flat tire on any trip. And you might get 2 flat tires. And the toolbox. And the big brass horn that probably goes Oga. The Auburn Boattail Speedster. The 1933 Packard with the cormorant hood ornament. 1933 Packard. Nice dashboard. Orange leather interior. This is the coupe with the rumble seat. This is another 1933 Packard coupe convertible. With a nice comfy back seat instead of the rumble seat. The dual side mounts. And this unusual, like a lavender color. Here's another Duesenberg, a coupe convertible, 2-door. This indicates the supercharger, dual side mounts. Here we have the dual Ghia, gorgeous car that was owned by all the movies. That was owned by movie stars. The beautiful blue color is made in America and Italy. The engine is Chrysler, and the body was made by Ghia in Turin, Italy. These were made in the 50s because the dashboard looked like a jet rocket engine. And we have the Oldsmobile, the Pontiac, and the Buick. Those were GM, but then here's the Lincoln Continental. For a time, Ford called them Continentals, and there's a separate division even from Lincoln.
67, excuse me.
Okay, so that's the AC outlet?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they're in the roof, the outlets.
You've seen the ones that have the plexiglass tubes that go up through the window.
So there's another dual Ghia from 19. But this one does not have fins. It has gorgeous rear treatment. This is where the fitted luggage goes, as the fitted luggage, no back seat. Gorgeous dashboard. Sloping rear window. And here are your taillights. Beautiful design. There's a Buick 4-door convertible. This is the famous Chrysler Woody, but it's a convertible. And Cadillac, probably 1941. Convertible coupe. Ford Deluxe 4-door sedan. Big car, and it's a fraction of the price of the classics that we're looking at. And they're very reliable. Despite the acronym Ford stand for fix or repaired daily. But these were reliable cars. There's a Packard coupe convertible with the nickname Bathtub. A different cormorant, but this was the style for this year. Here's the Cadillac. Looks like about a 1942, before the war shut down production. Very racy, and it's, I think they called it the Sedanette because it's a 2-door coupe, but it has the fastback or super deluxe speedster, and it's a wood-sided panels. Packard 160 convertible coupe. Here's the Jaguar E-Type 4.2 liter, and it was before they had the flared wheel wells. And there's no headrest, so it's before '68. This was a Series 2. And this was voted at one time the best looking car in the world, and it's in the Museum of Modern Art exhibition. This looks like the V16 Marmon.
Now she's used to being literally center of attention.
And it's a limousine because it has the jump seats, but because there's no divider window, then it's just called the 7-passenger sedan. And the trunk in the back. Here's the Chrysler 8.
Everyone else has Right, right.
This is the Gazelle hood ornament on the Chrysler Imperial. Side mount, they have the Cloisonne Chrysler logo. (1937) cord. And this body style, they called it the coffin nose hood because this was the first time it opened like a clamshell instead of the classic cars always had the hoods open on the side. And the stainless steel pipes are for the supercharger, and these are the headlights that would crank open from inside. So this car was made famous in a movie called The Reincarnation of Peter Proud. This is the cord.
Really? See, I can't feel them on mine like you would expect.
It has the headlights in the fender, and those are the cranks to open the headlight
And this is still
on each side. This is the Stutz Model 32 because it has 32 valves. And the hood ornament. And this is the Wayman body. And it has fabric on the cowl.
I pulled it up because I wanted to
And it's a shortened body.
just get all that stuff melted out.
And this was restored.
You want to get that stuff out of there because then you can put fresh stuff in there.
There's a nice comfortable interior. But the back end is kind of truncated. It's a shortened version. And there are two around that I know of. This is a Pierce Arrow coupe. It was made by the Waterhouse coach builders, and it was restored by a descendant of the Waterhouse family. And this has the famous Archer hood ornament. And the convertible top gives complete privacy to the people in the back seat. And here's the Lincoln V12 coupe. Rolls-Royce convertible coupe with the Spirit of Ecstasy. Eleanor Thornton was the model for the Spirit of Ecstasy. And Charles Sykes was the sculptor. And they've been on every Rolls-Royce since the early 1900s. And this looks like original leather from when the car was built. A very large back end. The Packard V12 coupe convertible. With the rumble seat. Those are the steps to get into the rumble seat. And there's your trunk. The Packard V12 convertible coupe. Dual side mounts. And
We made it the maximum.
the donut pusher.
And we went up 2 feet higher, so it's a nice size ceiling.
Oh, is it taller than your house?
A Lincoln convertible coupe. It's a nice color, like a lime green with a darker green. Pinstripes, all hand done.
Yeah, they had a little thing here. They actually set on top. Oh, yeah.
The Landau bars to have the top go down and rest over there. And here's the rumble seat. And the trunk, the V8 Cadillac. Convertible sedan with the front doors opening backwards and the back doors opening forwards. This is the Auburn V12, also convertible sedan with the doors opening opposite, hinged in the middle.
Hello, how you doing?
Beautiful artwork. Chrysler 300F, probably a 1960 convertible, very rare.
Top down, stay down and stuff, and most of them with the pop up stay up, you know.
It's really rough on the windows.
Back seats with the armrest.
That's why if you look at the Corona there, the top was down for a while, and you put it back up.
Chrysler's had the push button transmission.
You like the leopard skin kind of.
Uh-huh.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, that's fun. Is this a 50? This is about a 60.
59.
Yeah.
I think this is 59, this is 59.
Ours
The DeSoto with the big fins,
We don't.
big heavy chrome bumpers, triple taillights, and then the ribs on the trunk. Fury with the big fins and the Continental kit. Here's the Thunderbird. The Chrysler poster. Oakland. GM had the Oakland, and they wanted a sister car, so they had the Pontiac. The Pontiac outsold Oakland and put the Oakland out of business. And this is the Cunningham, made in West Palm Beach, Florida, with its little trailer.